always hard. Big one. The heart loses control. I do sleep better. I sleep better knowing Santa's on his way. That's why I sleep better.
I already came.
Welcome, Santa. Welcome to the Yet Come On Show. The Yet Come On Show brought to you by Circle285.com for all your insurance needs, whether it's homeowners, car, umbrella policies, jewelry, you name it. Go to Circle285.com. All they want is a quote from you of what you're paying. They will meet or beat it only with A companies. Type A. So it's a very good deal. Matter of fact, I personally have done it, and I am dropping State Farm like a hot potato, and I'm saving like $700, and I've got like an umbrella policy just in case you ever try to sue me or hurt me.
Covers it all, huh?
Yeah, it covers it all. The other thing, we are also brought to you by, are you ready for this? Oxygen Financial and the new loft studio that we are now in right now. We're in a loft studio that is now soundproof. Next week, we will utilize the green screen behind us. This show gets better and better thanks to Oxygen Financial. Go to oxygenfinancial.net. Ask for Ted Jenkins by name. Tell him Southside and the Barnster sent him.
Yeah, come on.
I'm trying to figure out a place for my new buttons.
Well, I see you got a new button. The Yeah Come On Show is myself, Southside Steve, and, of course, my co-host, Brett Barney, and the on-again, off-again, on the air, Mr. also assistant producer, Tyler Maynard. What is this? Vote for Steve.
Yeah, after last week's show, vote for Steve.
You're gonna
For what?
Mayor of Milton.
Mayor of Milton.
Stephen J. Rickman.
Well, here's the thing. I know I think I could run for office in Chamblee and Lawrenceville, but do you have to live there to be mayor?
I don't know.
Because I love me some Lawrenceville and Chamblee, but I live in Milton, so, dude, thank you. I had no idea I was running for office. I think I can fit it in.
I didn't. Hey-o.
Hey-o,
I
yeah.
didn't put a year on there for a reason.
Because we don't know when I'm ever going to get elected.
Yeah, but when you do, like, we've already got buttons now.
Vote for Steve. There is no Rickman, just Steve. Vote for that Steve guy.
Yeah. Hey,
Keep it simple.
see that Steve guy at the debate last night?
Yeah.
Killed it.
What'd you think of Steve? It's weird because most people put their last names on their buttons and their signs, but I dig where you're coming from.
So I screwed up on this?
No, you didn't. You didn't put Southside, which you're really not supposed to. That's kind of a professional radio,
It's your stage name.
stage name. Also, if I haven't told you guys already, I will be on Headline News, and not this weekend, but next weekend on the morning of the 21st. You will see me on at 9 a.m. with the lovely Susan Hendricks. So, this show's going national.
You have to be a resident of the city for at least 1 year immediately preceding the date. So
You got enough trailers. You can just park one somewhere.
yeah, there you go.
Here's the deal. I've been in Milton now I moved in, that was in the summer of June, and that would have been of 18. So, yeah, I've been there a year and 6 months. I can run.
There you go. You're set.
Who is the mayor of Milton? I don't even know. Do I like him?
Let me find out.
I mean, I would love to know who he is. He or she. Could be a she. But here's the deal. If they're doing a fine job, I'll back off my running. But if I think they're not getting it done, I got to step in.
Why are you just in here assuming gender right now?
I didn't mean to. Look, you know what?
2019, Steven.
Talking about gender, I'm in a hot spot as we wait to find out who the mayor is because I'm either having a boy or a girl. My wife is 13 weeks pregnant as we sit here. And thank you, seriously, for all those that are clapping and praising me at 54 years old for getting it done in less than 40 days. Hello, can you say loaded?
The boys
Move
can
quicker
swim,
than
huh?
Moses.
God, I tell you right now, I got her pregnant with the first one in 40 days. You need a baby. I'm like Moses or less.
I'll give you my seed.
You want my seed? Squibbles. Squibblers. They come at you.
How much would you charge for yours?
I don't know, man. Have you seen Brooks? He looks just like me as a baby boy, and that's a good-looking dude.
The mayor is Joe Lockwood.
Joe.
Yeah.
Joe Lockwood. Joe, here's the deal. You probably ought to come on the Yeah Come On show, or at least meet me out for a drinky, a little toddy. And we just got to make sure you're getting it done, Joe. And if you are, I will back you. Southside Steve will back you with the Yeah Come On show, all the power of it, and I might even find a way to slip it on Rock 100.5. But if you're not getting it done, and I hear you're not taking care of my Milton ears, well, then I'm stepping in.
I thought they were Miltonians.
Yeah, I was like, what is it? Yeah.
Miltoneers or Miltonians?
Miltoneers.
And by the way, I'm looking out for the horses too. We got a lot of them.
That we do.
Got a lot of horses.
Ho, ho, horses.
Ho, ho. Now, I just want to say 'tis the season to listen to the Yeah, Come On. Here's the gift that you can give this fun program is we're trying to move forward and feed our families. Right now, the only person making any money is Tyler. He gets paid by the big boys. I will tell you right now, if you don't mind if I bring it up, we're in a weird situation over here with Mr. Barney. He's actually freelancing as a Santa outside of malls, and because he's desperate, he's doing the one for me, two for the charity. One for me, two for the charity. And
You got to do what you got to do to get it done.
Dude, I said, but here's the thing. If you didn't ring the bell, charity wouldn't get nothing.
Yep.
So the fact that you're feeding yourself so you can work hard to feed others, I say more power to you, Brett Barney.
And I ain't eating bad.
Hell no.
He's skimming a good bit off the top there.
But the gift that you can give is go tell 5 friends to subscribe. Subscribe.
Or 6.
6?
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't have to stop
challenge
at
them
5.
6.
Why does everybody always say 5? You're right. You want 6?
Let's go 6.
How about lucky number 7 as in Jack Daniels?
Ooh.
I'm on to something. Speaking
Nah,
of
6.
6? All right, the reason we're going 6 is because you haven't stepped up yet. I'm talking to you, Woodford Reserve. I'm talking to you, Jack Daniels. This show is still waiting on alcohol and just a little bit of cheddar so we can get things done around town. That's all the housekeeping I had. Now, if there's anybody that's got housekeeping, somebody that loves to get bashed, he actually gets off on it. Why, I do not know. He's an educated man. He's a smart man. He comes from a good family, even though he lost his daddy.
Oh, my God.
Merry Christmas.
Sorry, and it's Christmas time. God bless him.
Or do I have to say happy holidays?
Screw everybody. It's Christmas, assholes. If you want happy holidays, watch another podcast. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. It's Merry Christmas. You know what? And Happy Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, whatever you.
Is that even a real holiday?
It is. It is. Give them what they got. Give it to them. Is there anybody else?
Real?
I mean, you're like, am I gonna have to cut this part?
No, it's a real holiday. It is.
Yeah, but if you ever ask somebody, they get really offended. It's really funny.
Well,
I'm sure.
Is there anything we're not mentioning? We've got the Jewish holiday. We've got Hanukkah, and we've got Christmas, and we've got Kwanzaa. Is there anybody I'm leaving out? Because I don't want to leave anybody out.
I don't know.
Chinese New Year? No,
I don't know. I think we got
That's
them all.
in like June.
I know, I'm joking.
I don't know. But I will say that Brett Barney has some housekeeping to do. All the come-oners, well, they come to Brett to complain or to praise. And do you have any info for us this week from our fabulous come-oners?
I do. Actually, I'm going to give you one off the top of my head that somebody hit me up and said, if you really want to get Woodford, this is from a liquor rep, you got to stop getting drunk on the show. But then they told me they could hook us up with somebody else.
Well, hold on. To Woodford, if you drink what you make,
Yeah.
you get drunk.
What do they think people use it for? Yeah.
And you get intoxicated. Here's the good news, Woodford. We're drinking socially. We don't have drinking problems. We don't go home and drink. Yeah. I'm not J.R. Ewing.
Yeah, we're putting on a show here.
We're putting on a show. And here's the deal. We hang out or we get rides home. Do you realize I Ubered here and I Uber home? My wife's happy about it, too. We're a safe show, the Yeah Come On show.
I'm just chucking and jabbing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
See, this is what's killing the opportunity right here.
yeah, he was titty shaking last week on the intro.
I've got a Santa here, and I love the
I'm
fact.
sweating my balls off.
Sure.
Brett, for those of you that don't know, Brett Barney is a sweater, and he's shirtless in his Santa outfit.
All I was wondering is my boxers.
And we had a couple females, lovely ladies, coming up.
I thought it was you coming up the stairs.
No, I don't make that much noise. How fat do you think I am? So I heard they were ahead of me. They were ahead of me on the staircase. So they're going.
How fat were the girls?
Well, they're not fat, but
Oh,
combined. You know what I mean?
Their combined
people,
body
yeah.
mass.
Combined body mass plus they have 4 shoes. So it's like T, which sounds like me running because I'm usually running upstairs. But I did love the fact that Brett's in his underwear when they walked in. I thought that was pretty funny.
I had just taken my pants off.
Indecent
Perfect.
exposure, yeah. They're going to get HR over here.
God, I know. I'm going to get in trouble for doing a podcast.
We understand that 2 of our girls here walked up, and Auction Financial does not approve of the nudity.
Shoot.
They were ill-impressed.
Ted, if I came in with $3 million to invest, I could come in here in a G-string with a butt knobby in my rear.
There's a visual for you.
Okay, so Ryan.
No, I'm just saying you could. You could. I'll be like, I just want everybody to know that I have a, what do you call those things that people put in their butts to loosen them up?
Plugs.
Butt plugs, yeah.
I just want everybody to know I have a butt plug in right now, and I'm about to have my nipples pierced while I'm here, and I've got $2 million to invest. Anybody got a problem?
I always took you as a Benoit ball kind of guy.
I've never done anything odd to my body. I will tell you, I got urinated on by a girl on top of a air hockey table. That happened. That's true.
I actually wrote down a story kind of like that I'm going to ask you about today.
Well, let's talk. Let me hear about the
I got urinated on. This one came from Ryan. Brett looks like he enjoys researching children. Southside, please put your glasses back on. Your eyes scare me. Tyler, your mom's a Southern black lady.
Apparently, yeah, that's a statement of fact at this point.
I mean, boom, boom, and boom.
Boom. First off, I'm doing the best I can. I put on a cream here or there on my eyes. I'm actually thinking about, just putting a little more on. Do you think I need it? Look okay.
I can't really see shit.
I know. Oh, so pretty on you, so pretty. I feel pretty. I will tell you that on behalf of my eyes and Tyler Maynard's mama.
Now look, I don't approve of people calling me names or trying to identify me with a certain race. I'm just Tyler Maynard's mama, and I just want to love him, and I just wish he would come home to me so soon. That's all I got. Tyler Maynard mama out.
I miss you, Mama.
See? It's the way that
Fooled me. I thought it was her.
I know it's the way that y'all talk, and I think it's great. I love the fact, Tyler, when you leave here and you drive home and you walk through the door, hi, baby, did they treat you good? Did you enjoy your podcast? I love the fact that you're in the networks. I mean, whoever that dude is, bite Brett's ass. Go ahead.
There's a lot to eat.
All right.
All right. And Wade wrote in, by the picture, the one of me sitting in your lap, I would have guessed Brett was the one with the kid. Damn, dude, lay off the fucking White Claws.
Oh my God. Thinks you're carrying twins, apparently.
That's hilarious.
Damn.
That's some good roasting.
Can you gain weight off the White Claws?
I assume not.
Where do
It's
you
just water?
What do you attribute your greatest weight gain to?
Probably radio. Waking up early, sitting on your ass for 8-9 hours,
Right.
not being able to move, having 2-minute commercial stop sets, so that's the only time you can run to the bathroom or even get off your feet or on your feet.
So you're blaming radio, which is what you do primarily. That the
For
reason
like the last 10 years,
that
yeah.
you've gained weight. All right, fair enough. I dig it.
That's where it started.
I can take that if that's what I do radio also.
Yeah, but you have a standing desk and everything. Remember, they set us with you couldn't stand; you only could sit.
That's true. I can
We
stand.
were low riders.
I have stood and broadcast before. I prefer to sit these days, but we have bad stools in our rocky studio. Good news is we're getting a new studio in March, and I haven't signed yet, but Stevie's going to be around for a little while at the old Rock 100.5.
Hello.
Speaking of,
No, it's not that. I'll do it because I love it. I love it. I can't believe a register went off. Damn it. It's not about the money. It's about the love. Love Cumulus. Exquisite. Love rock. Been on rock. Love the rock.
speaking of bad stools and weight gain, I have my doctor's appointment, my physical today, so this should be fun to have a few sips of this and after giving blood work.
Is that why you're drinking so heavy? Did you get some bad news?
Yeah, no, not yet. I had an STD test.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's bad news is coming.
Yeah.
Something is.
Well, here it is. I just want to tell you, as your doctor, Mr. Barney, we've noticed that you've got the herpes. Herpes simplex.
Please, God, don't wish this
92.
upon me.
Yeah, we noticed that you
That stuff
got
doesn't go away.
herpes with a slight taste of HIV. A little taste. Sprinkling. You didn't get it completely, but you got it a little bit. Be careful.
Like Magic Johnson, though.
Yeah, like him.
He's been around forever.
Magic Johnson gets it. You think, oh my God, he's gone in 5, and his wife's like, oh my God, dude is healthy as a horse. I think he could go play in the NBA again. I don't know what he's on. I am convinced that the wealthy or the connected know where the mountain is where you can go and live like for 100 years just in case we get hit, by some kind of nuclear device. Mm-hmm. They know where the ships are. They know what spaceship can take off and 2,000 people can live on the moon for 40 years. And I firmly believe if you got a disease, every once in a while they're like, yeah, man, you're in. We're curing you. Don't tell nobody.
If your net worth is high enough, you just get into that club.
Or people dig you. Whoever the
Right,
guy
right.
is that decides, probably a Lakers fan.
I think, wasn't there a whole South Park episode on that where it was Magic Johnson and they said, what's the cure to AIDS? And they were just like freebasing money and injecting it into his body.
I think that is, yeah.
God only
remember
knows. Who knows? Maybe they'll just come back and tell you that you're clear as the driven snow and that that you're fine.
I was going to let that sit for as long as.
I can't even. Look, you're not spreading anything. If anything, you're spreading your damn DNA. That's a crime. Sorry.
Oh, shit, I meant to do the laugh track. God damn it. Rare mistake. No,
I'm kidding, Brett. If I could give birth, I'd have one of your kids to be a little cute.
What?
Be like a little Barney Rubble coming out of my butt.
What's with you and asses?
I don't know.
I thought you were a toe guy.
I am a foot guy, but man, I can't look at y'all's feet, so I'm footless. And it's wintertime. I get frustrated in the winter because every girl's like, my toes are cold.
He gets all pent up.
Yeah,
damn it, unleash him.
Everybody hides their toes. The only toes I get to see are my wife's, and she's chasing around a 2.5-year-old, and of course, being 13 weeks pregnant, do you think the toes are painted? No. It's all chipped away except the big toes. There's a splash of burgundy letting me know what she was wearing 2 months ago. Killing me. But I'm happy.
Oh, you know what else I found out today? I'm 5'10" in my boots.
Oh, in your,
Yeah.
Well, they're not supposed to do your height if you're
No, I
wearing
just
shoes.
walked over and did it on my own.
Oh, but then
Why would I not? I was like, I'm way taller than 5'9".
Well, here's the thing. When people ask how tall you are, how often are you barefooted? You know? So really the height should be in the shoes you wear all the time. So I'll give you 5'10".
That's true.
That's
a
the
good
first.
point.
You're
Ring the
5'10".
bell. Ding.
Ding.
That's what I'm talking about.
Is there any more come oners? Or are we done with
No,
the
that's it. Just hit us up at the Yeah Come On Show, Instagram, Twitter, Apple Music. Go on there. Give us a 5-star review. Why not? Because we deserve it.
I would love a 5-star review. I didn't even know we could get that.
Oh, we have a bunch of them. We have 106 reviews, and we're a 4.5 out of 5.
Okay.
Because some people gave us a 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah, there's some haters.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would
Can't
somebody
please everybody.
All right, here's the deal. If you don't like something, I guess you are supposed to rate it, right? There's always some ass jack that when we do our likes, like when these come out, Friday 1 o'clock. Always Friday 1 o'clock, right? You don't screw that up,
No,
Tyler
it's
Maynard.
scheduled every week.
Now, my Tyler
It's
works.
been a long time since it hasn't gone.
My Tyler works very hard. Please don't come down on him so hard. My baby gets it out on time at 1 o'clock. He gets it done. Tyler Maynard, my baby.
You're a slacker.
But I will say, oh boy, you're getting to the Santa roll over there. We're losing Brett.
It's getting real comfy.
I gave a lot of blood today.
I'm 18 minutes into a podcast, and my co-host gave 2 gallons of blood to be tested for every disease known to man so he can have insurance, and he's intoxicated. I will tell you right now, to the fine folks at Jack Daniels, Brett will not be driving out of here. He'll be leaving in his sleigh.
Yeah, come on.
He has reindeer taking him out.
Now, where the hell was I when I was going after you, Brett, for a second? What was I talking about? You might remember. I'll give you $1, whoever remembers what I was talking about.
My nipples are going to be out
I
soon.
don't know. Yeah, I thought we were on in a transition from the come oners to
We
whatever
were,
else.
and I had something.
5 stars.
I can't remember.
Oh, 5 stars, the
Oh, yeah,
ratings.
yeah.
Yeah. Why would you hate
We still got
hate on us? Thank you. You still got it. You win. I owe you $1. But I will tell you that the cool thing is that when you do the thumbs up on an episode that comes out at 1 o'clock on Friday, have you ever noticed we always get 1 thumbs down within the first 10 minutes?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Someone's got it chambered ready
I mean,
to go.
somebody hates us that much that we only get 1 thumb down, and I'm like, who is that guy? I always pay my debts, man. That was awesome of you, man.
Wait, you got to put it in my pants.
Oh, it's fucking stripper Santa now, apparently.
Put it in your red bucket.
Come on.
All right. Down your pants or your pocket?
That's in my pocket. That's no fun.
Okay. I'm not sticking $1 down your pants. Not Santa's pants. If you were wearing your pants, I'd do it. Put up that little boot you got there.
Oh,
Little
oh,
black boot.
yeah.
Yeah, dang Santa.
That only covers the top of his foot.
It's Santa Brett. All right, so what do you got on your little agenda today? Because I'm quite entertained to you. By the way, if you haven't noticed, we have 3 Yet Come On hats and a Yet Come On koozie. Please go to yetcomeon.com for your Christmas gifts. I mean, who doesn't want to get a Yet Come On hat on Christmas Day or a bottle opener that goes, Yet Come On? I'm thinking about doing one that says, Merry Christmas.
I think that's
Or how about, ho, ho, ho?
I think that's copyright already.
Yeah, I can't do it. Santa's got it. I like the fact you're putting on your white gloves, too.
But I gotta leave my thumb out so I can still use my phone. They didn't really think this whole Santa costume out. Like I need gloves where I can use my phone still.
Here's the dare to Brett, and I'll issue this before you start diving into the show. Since we are in Christmas month, and I'm very excited. I think Christmas is the greatest holiday in the world. I'll get sappy for a second. It just lets friends you love. You're in that great feeling. Houses are warmer and cozier. You love your kids. You love your buddies. You know, some people find that they can break up at Christmas time, you know, which is a shame.
Ouch. Yeah.
I mean, Brett Barney's going to go through Christmas without a girlfriend, but cheers. Had one for Thanksgiving, had one for Halloween. Damn sure ain't got one for Christmas. That's over. But on a serious,
Funny, though.
but on a serious note, this is a festive time. So the dare is, will Brett wear the Santa outfit throughout the month of December without washing it?
I think he can do
I've had
it.
this suit for 2 years. I've never washed it.
I didn't know that when I made the bet. I did
Yeah,
not
that's an
know.
easy one.
Damn it. Really?
Yeah, I've never. You want to come?
We got
smell
like a
this?
$25 bet because I know how bad he sweats and stinks, and I figure he'd have to wash it.
Yeah,
Really?
dude, this thing is gross.
And he's sitting in it.
I gotta exfoliate after this one.
Do you
My
smell?
back is gonna be so broken out.
I could, he's got little Christmas balls popping.
Yeah.
I got Christmas balls on my back. So what do you have planned for us, Santa?
I was gonna ask you about being. I wrote Southside single for the holidays. Give me some tips, some pointers to all the people who are single on the holidays, and should people stay together?
No. I
mean, like, you know, if you haven't been together long, like, yeah, I don't want to buy somebody a gift.
I broke up. This is a true story, and I'll tell you how devilish I was, and it happened.
Devilish.
And I don't mean for it to happen because they both live in Atlanta now. Well, the mom's in Boca. The kid lives here, and I love him dearly, even though I haven't seen him in a long, long time. I was with a girl in 2004. She had a 10-year-old, and she was living in Boca, and I went to our high school reunion. She was the year below me. Goddess. I mean, so hot. And when you went to the reunion, she's still the hottest, except she'd had a boob job that, I mean, she couldn't even see her feet, but her feet were perfect. Everything was perfect. So I start seeing her. I'm traveling down to Boca, and then all of a sudden I'm like, your family's here, your mother's here, why don't you come back? Well, long story short, she comes to Atlanta. They move in with me. I realize things are kind of not working. She's doing her job because she doesn't have to she could live anywhere to do her job. It's an online job. So I realized Christmas break, she can move back to the same zip code, put her kid right back in school. We were paying for private school because I live downtown. I exited them out of my house on December 15th.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't even know what to say.
Did you even buy them gifts?
This is like confession at church. Yeah.
I didn't buy him gifts. Here's what I did. I gave her my credit card. I said, use this to, you know, take care. Don't get crazy. But, you know, obviously I know you're going to do $300 to $500. Get yourself some groceries, you know, buy him some gifts, do the right thing. Well, she called one of her girlfriends crying on her way back. And the girlfriend's like, nail his ass. And that's what she did. She took the credit card.
To the tune of?
About $5,000. Not, I mean, she bought $1,100 worth of wine at Green's package store. All right. Then she went into the mall and bought herself a pair of sunglasses for $600. I don't know what those were. And then she bought some clothing, and she bought herself 4 tires for her Porsche. I was like, thank you. And then I was like, not one toy was charged on my card.
Oh, what a bitch.
I was like, now you screwed me and your son. So I'm not afraid to break up. So I've always told.
So was it that bad? You couldn't have made it to the new year? No way.
No, because then it would have been messed up.
Yeah.
Then the school year starts and it would have been
I hear
not
you.
cool. And I was like, but the saddest moment in my life was he came up in the bathroom, and I'm so vain. I'm sitting there, I'm up there, and I'm just in a pair of underwear, and I'm blow drying my hair. And while she's getting to move her van, getting her car ready, and he comes upstairs. He goes, I just want to say goodbye. He goes, I'm sorry you're not going to be my daddy.
Oh.
I,
Jesus.
I'll be honest with you. If you think I'm a dick, I thought, I mean, I was like, but you know, she was supposed to come up, have her own place, and we were supposed to move slow and work this together. But she moved in with me, and
It was an agreement.
no, it was just too quick, too fast. And I'd bought a loft downtown. I'd only been in it for 2 years, and I knew I couldn't stay there. I wasn't ready to sell it. So it was just a huge mistake. I thought we were going to move slow and work ourselves into it, and it didn't happen. But my point to you is if I can do that, you can break up with anybody at Christmas. And the time to do it is December 8th, 9th, 10th, right in there.
It's the 11th, dude.
Yeah.
We're like,
You missed your window. Sorry.
Yeah. If you're in it now, are you in it to win it? Like,
No,
you're fucked for the, yeah.
no. If you're watching this podcast, it's not too late. You're going to be tacky. But here's the one-liner that you use. The holidays are making me think. They're making me truly think about what matters and how I feel and how I care. And I just realized that I truly do care about you, but not like I should. And use a percentage. Love should be 100%. And I just feel like I'm 85% in this time of the year.
85's Hall of Fame numbers, though, in the MLB.
Yeah, but 85% isn't enough. You deserve more. I deserve more. And because of the holidays, I just think it would be wrong to spend these together if we're not going to spend the rest of our lives together. Take care.
So you're actually at 20% or less.
What? Me?
Or 0%. That was all just a lie. It's not you, it's me.
But that's the way.
That's terrible.
All right, but that's terrible. I mean, all you can say is that this time of the year really has me thinking about being around family and friends, and I just don't know that we're going to be able to have a family together. Why would I want to waste your time or mine?
Yeah, why don't you just say that?
Well, you can do that if you want to be cold.
Yeah, just be upfront. Like, I don't want to do this anymore.
That's cold. I
It's
mean,
to the
am I
point,
wrong?
though.
I mean, it is. Hey, it's better. People say it is better to just stick a sword straight through somebody than gut them with a spoon. I mean,
Rip the Band-Aid. Yeah.
Rip the Band-Aid. If you can do that, I can't. I have to be upset to do that. But I've broken up with everybody but my wife. And it's not easy, man. Usually I just you can pull the distance card. But if you have a girlfriend and it's Christmas, you can't pull the distance card. You can't just quit calling and somebody you date and figure out, hey, we haven't gone out in 3 weeks. I guess we're not going out anymore. And then she'll try to call you and you don't call her back and it's done. Until you run into her 6 months later and then you lie to her and tell her you were going through something. And then you go home and have sex with her and then you do it all over again. Done that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's horrible, but yeah, I was great at breaking up. I was great at dating multiple people. The main thing you need to do is don't get into something if you can help it. Date somebody. Let them know, we have the option to date. I care about you. So I'm shocked at how much I care about you, but I just want to move slow because this is very serious. It's my life and your life. You give those kind of stories where you keep somebody at arm's length until you know. But if you make somebody your girlfriend right off the bat, easily, then now, man, you can't see anybody else, you can't date anybody else, and you're locked into it, and you're hoping things are going to get better. And do they? I don't know.
Yeah. It's always tempting to rush in, but
You don't want to rush in.
Yeah.
Don't rush in. That's the other thing. If you do rush in, you got to kill it. Brett Barney goes to Germany, laid this show for a week, didn't care. He's like eating big cookies and damn pretzels, and he's sending me pictures of him.
I was trying to get enormous, boys.
Yeah, and you were
I
wearing
gotta get that winter weight rocking.
What was your little outfit you wore? You bought
My
one?
lederhosen.
He's wearing lederhosen and sending me pictures with his girlfriend and his mama. Bad. You don't go on vacation with your mom and your girlfriend. You think she didn't think that she was going to be the next Miss Barney?
I don't know. Why would I think that through? I haven't thought anything else through in my life.
Here's the sign. If I will take you on a vacation to a far, far away land where I will wear lederhosen and we will drink from the beer cups and eat the pretzels, you know we're on the fast track to love permanently.
That didn't happen.
Instead, you take her, and literally like a month later, you're like, yeah, it's over. And here you are, drunk in a Santa outfit, Dan Aykroyd.
It sounds like my life's gotten a lot better.
He's like, I'll take it. Oh, God.
So that's it. So that's my advice to anybody. Just don't go all in, but you can always break it off. People think, if you think you can't, if I walked away from a woman and her son at literally 10 days out from Christmas, it can be done. It can be.
I'm proud of you.
Words of motivation.
It was horrible what I did, but I paid for everything, and
Yeah.
it seems like everybody's done well. I saw a picture of the kid on Facebook. He looks great. He's a good-looking kid, and I don't think is married, but she damn sure dated a plastic surgeon. I could tell.
I don't want to make a mean comment, but I really have one in me. I'm not going to do it, though.
About me?
No.
You can make it about me.
No, it's not about you. That's
Not about
why.
them. Yeah, leave them alone.
They've
They've
gone
it's
through
not-
enough. Yeah.
It's not about them. It's about some other long-haired guy that's been on our show.
Oh.
No, I'm not going to say it.
Be sweet. Oh, yeah. I know you're talking about. That's,
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
That's love. Okay. What else you got?
No, I was just going to ask you. I was going to ask you about
By the way, you're
single
sloppy.
stuff.
You got an ice cube melting on the table. over
Yeah, I was
there.
rubbing it on my chest. I'm so damn hot.
That's the grossest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It is.
He literally has an ice cube on the table and he's rubbing it on his chest. That's awesome.
It's so fucking hot in here.
Oh my god.
Have you not
He's
noticed?
moaning like.
It's awesome. God, I love this show. You sick bastard. Woo! I'll drink to that. God knows.
Cheers.
You said you were the king of dating multiple women. Do you think that would have changed now with cell phones?
Yeah, I could still pull it off. You could still pull
Oh,
it
I
off.
doubt you could.
Here's the
All
thing.
right, give me the tips.
All right, here's what
Let
you
me in
do.
on this.
You do not let somebody, you know that little app where it says follow my friends or whatever it is?
Yeah.
You don't ever get on that. Not with anybody you're dating. You are not to be followed ever. Nobody is to know where your phone sleeps at night. So never let
No
anybody.
GPS. Yeah.
None of that. That's one thing. You're like, and you tell people, here's what girls love, and I'll give you the secret. And this is why I'm a relationship expert, only because I've dated and seen it all, and I did it as good or better than anybody I know, especially on a limited budget at times. But I can't believe I'm this conceited, but it's true. This is what I can brag about. I can't brag about many things, but I can brag about this. I'm a dater. All right, so here's what you do. When you're in a situation, you got multiple girls, you have to realize what a girl loves in a man. They love a sense of humor. They love confidence.
Money.
No, money actually is like third. The one that likes money.
That would have been third when I said that.
No. The one that likes money is 35 plus, 40 plus, or either has been married or realized time's running out. Those are the ones that care about money. But if you're dating 20 to even 35, they don't care about money. They're just wanting a good time. Now, they would like to travel someplace, but if you're the fun guy, they'll go to
How
Panama.
about Germany?
Or Germany.
They'll
go
stay
to
in a hostel with you if you're
Yeah.
making them laugh. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll go to Panama City or they'll go to Germany. They'll ride around with you in an old 200 SX, Nissan from 1988, just like they'll ride around with you in a Ferrari. I promise you that. What they like is confidence, and they like somebody that works hard. So no matter what you're doing, and you're funny. If you draw attention to yourself and you're not a douche, you win. You win all day. Doesn't matter what you look like. You can't be if you got two noses, I can't help you.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get some operations.
Yeah, if you got an eye in the middle of your forehead, we've got to go see a surgeon. But as long as you're a decent looking dude, I'm saying a 4 and up, okay? For you 2s and 3s out there, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to marry a 2 or a 3.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. But you can.
Wait, what number will I marry?
You're a cute 6.5, no doubt about
I
it.
got the humor, though, sometimes.
Yeah.
You could pull a 7 with your eyes closed. You could pull a 7.5 permanently. The highest you're going to get for what you're bringing to the table is an 8.
What about Tyler?
Tyler is an interesting dude.
You did not see this one turning on you.
No, I'm
I
hiding.
saw your face.
No,
Sinking down.
Tyler's got a look, and I tease Tyler. I honest to God don't know how Tyler votes,
Well, Tyler gets the wild card because he's a musician.
and he's a musician.
Yeah, that trumps all looks.
Yeah, it sucks.
And he wears cool clothes like he's got today on. He's wearing his little flannel with his pearl buttons, and he's busting out some of those funky color blue, the color blue that nobody ever sees, Converse. And he's got his little jeans rolled up where you can see his Converse. So he's got a look, and he's got the stocking hat. So what he's going to do is he's going to get one of those Fourth Ward chicks, or he's going to get a Highland chick, or he's going to get somebody from where he's from, like a college chick. Who he's going to get is going to be a girl that likes the arts, likes the live music, definitely digs acoustic stuff, and the musician, and probably votes left.
Yeah,
That's just what he's
pretty
going
much nailed it.
That's what he's going to pull in.
That's funny.
You could get yourself a little redneck. There's a lot of girls that cheer. I mean, I'm just being honest. You wear your boots. You're cool. You're a good old boy. You have a good old boy nature about you. And you have an education from the greatest good old boy college there is in the South. And that, I will give that out to Mississippi or Alabama over Georgia. You have a degree from the University of Alabama. Girls that cheer for Alabama or grew up with a father that loved Alabama brings you home as a grad from Alabama. Win. You need to date girls that are fans of Alabama that live here in the state of Georgia. Problem is the ones that live here in the state of Georgia.
They hate us.
They have an education. They probably came here, went to Georgia, went someplace. They've landed in Atlanta. They may have a little more game. You need the hometown Alabama girl like that's living in Dadeville or someplace like that that hasn't moved. Opelika, that's never leaving.
So specific.
Or like the West Georgia chick that like she's close enough to the line that her parents.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's who you're going to pull. The uneducated girl that is probably hotter than you deserve because of that Alabama degree. I agree. That's what I think.
It's actually spot on.
Yeah. You should get into the dating advice.
This is just what I do. So, but dating, it's easy to date multiple chicks. You just can't allow them to. Every girl's trying to close you, and I'm telling you, if you're resistant to it, there's something sexy about that. You can't come across like a gamer, like you're definitely calling up somebody when they leave. You just have to be the guy that's moving slow, that really likes her, but you're not willing to shut it down, not till you know. And there's something very attractive about that. And that's how you can date multiple girls.
Yeah, you got to walk that line between the desperation and being like the complete player, like right in the middle.
Yeah. If you're the player, then they're not going to trust you. There's a type of girl that will, but you don't even want that chick. It's not even worth sleeping with because that's the one that's going to cause drama in your life. So, you know, these are just words of wisdom. Keep your peenie in your pants. Now, what else you got?
I was curious about this. When you're hollering at girls, when do you think you're oversharing? I know you're very open with us.
Which is everybody.
Yeah, basically.
This podcast.
You're on
ain't
the
no-
internet.
It ain't no secret.
Do you ever feel like you're oversharing when you
Yes.
you used to meet girls? You're like,
Yes.
I might not need to.
I always, my MO is I gave my life story, and since '95, I gave them the radio story, which was, look, there's Southside Steve, and then there's Steve Rickman. Okay,
And then there's Vote Steve.
Yeah, and then there's Vote Steve. You're going to be dating Steve Rickman, but at times I'm going to have to go into the Southside Steve gear, and I'm going to say things in this character, but that doesn't affect what we have. That's my profession. This is life. And I always broke that down for him. So when I was on air and I slipped up and let the emotion get a hold of it and go, oh yeah, man, I was dating this Falcon cheerleader and she bent over and I shoved a pom-pom and I was calling her the peacock. You know, and I'm telling some stupid story. Then when I come home,
That sounds like it was a real story almost.
well, you know,
God.
I can't
Like we said, oversharing.
I can't believe you said. And then you tell her, look, I just made that up. I'm just trying to entertain. I'm talking to 300,000 people a minute. Okay, I can't talk to you and your mom and my mom. I've got to talk to the world and be entertaining. And that's how I got out of it.
No, I was just curious about this whole thing because you were telling us that a woman pissed on your chest from the top of a air hockey table.
She was a Domino's pizza delivery girl. I met her.
Please tell me you ordered a pizza and she showed up.
I met her. She showed up. She was itty bitty. When I tell you this girl weighed 107 pounds and was 5'1" with double D real breasts,
Jesus.
and they were brown.
How'd she stand up?
Oh my God. I don't know. I saw her come to the door and I'm like, y'all check this out. And she comes to the door, delivers, and I was such a cocky ass.
Did she have like the pizzas with her boobs propped on top?
Basically.
I mean, I would. I'd be working for those tips so hard.
You just saw boobs, and then you saw, a little bit of her stomach, her tummy, and it was brown. Everything was brown.
I got a hot sausage
We gave
for
her
Rickman.
We gave her $100 to act like that she threw up and got sick and couldn't finish her deliveries for the night just to hang out with us. Gave her $100. So she stays at the house the whole night partying. She ends up spending the night. It's a third base. There was no home run, but it was a third base. But then I realized it moved so quickly because she was a little wild. Some girls are wilder than others. So I took her to Florida with me, and we were at a buddy of mine's house, Winter Lake, if I'm getting that right. Yeah, Winter Lake. I think it's Winter something Lake near Orlando. And we're there, and we're downstairs, and everybody's smoking a ton of pot. I mean, a ton of pot. So we're all high and we're drunk. So we get on the air hockey table, and she goes, I've always wanted to do this. So we're having sex on an air hockey table. And between us, when you're sweating like Brett's sweating, and it's summertime, and you feel those little jets blowing a little air on you, it feels really good. I'm not going to lie to you. But at one point in time,
Yeah, I was gonna ask. So the thing was on, blowing the air.
It was blowing.
Oh my god!
Oh,
that's
yeah.
new,
I
that's
think-
another sensation.
I think a
added.
couple times the puck came by me. It's like I'm laying there and I see this little thing. I'm like, where did the puck come from? Is somebody playing air hockey when I'm trying to have sex?
Didn't slip up your butt by
God
accident.
bless America.
That's what I was saying. Like the hot little
Yeah.
handle like bumps into your taint.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it actually slipped into my rectum. I had to pull it out. It's my first plug ever. I'm just joking. I know you say I'm butt centric today, but no, I took the two pads and you give yourself a little
Oh my god.
playing around naked on a hot. All right, so I'm naked on a hockey table. Well, this chick gets on top and she pulls herself off the monster. You know, the stallion, the blue vein throbber
Jesus.
with a varicose vein wrapped around it like a red stripe
And then when did she get off your friend and onto you?
on a barber pole.
Oh.
So she gets off the naturally ribbed monster. No, so so either way, it stops. And she looks at me. I'm got to show my eyes. And she gives me the most bewildered look ever. She's like, just looks at me like devilish and looking down at me. And then she just goes, and I thought she was about to have an orgasm. No, she urinated on me. And she's sitting there just moving around and just urinating on me. And it's warm and it's wrong. And I got a breast in front of me. And I'm not going to lie, I wasn't grossed out or I didn't kick her off. I was like, this is stupid. But yeah, bring it. Bring on the urine. Somewhere in there, we continue to mess around. And I guess she was at pass out point, and this is probably why she did it, because she actually said she's never done it the next day. Well, passed out. I got off that pool table, and I was on a couch. She slept on the air hockey table the rest of the night, and we ruined the table. Ruined it. When you woke up that morning, it was just the smell of urine. It was gross. Kid you not.
Did you replace it?
Yeah, I had to pay, and I didn't have the money. So it took me like, the guy said, hey, man, it's like $1,200. You might as well tell me it was $1 million. I'm like, oh, my God. So I ended up having to sell my dirt bike at the time to pay for the air hockey table. All over the air hockey table. It was bad.
Thank you for this honor.
And I still know that girl, too.
Oh really?
Yeah. What's up?
What's up, girl?
So I was sharing this story yesterday with somebody about when I got peed on.
So it's honestly happened to you too, because I don't know those watching the podcast or listening if that's ever happened to you, because a lot of people like it. You know, I'm not into that. I've done it one time to a girl in the shower playing around. Definitely no toozy play, but if you watch those horrible, back in the day, you could get those VHS tapes from like Germany or somewhere, and there's a woman with a horse, and then there's a woman, dumping in a guy's. I was like, I can't do that.
Oh, those existed on VHS before the internet even. Too.
Oh yeah,
my God.
they were on VHS, and you got one. It was like, here's the VHS. Here's I spit on my grave. Here's crapping in your mouth, and then the other one that everybody watched was the death thing where everybody
Faces of
Faces
Death.
of Death.
Those are the
Yes.
ones you hide in a different place from your regular porn. Yeah.
Yeah, and you watch those, and you're like asking yourself, why am I watching this? I don't get nightmares, but I will now. So what happened to you? How'd you get peed on, Santa?
Oh, this one is
Hold on for the kids. Brett Barney.
This one's very interesting. I was in Minnesota, and
Why were you in Minnesota?
I was visiting family.
You got family in
That's where my
Minnesota?
mom's from. She's one of 8. I got tons of family up there.
What? How the hell did you become a good old boy and go to Alabama when you come from the northern regions?
And my dad's from Cincinnati.
It makes no sense that you went to Alabama.
None so, but I was born here.
All right.
So I was in Minnesota. Everybody was flying back Monday, but I had to fly back Sunday night because we had a morning show the next day. And
Boy, you're a loyal employee. You couldn't call that one in.
Company
Nah.
man here.
I'd have called it in. I'd be like, look,
Yeah.
I'm not rushing back. See you Tuesday.
I'm soaked in urine. Come on.
I've got urine
Can't
on
make
me.
it.
it was a Sunday.
That's great.
The Falcons were playing the Panthers. My brother and I were kicking back a couple beers, and I get to the airport and get through TSA, and I was flying Southwest, where bags fly for free, so I check all my stuff except my book bag with my iPad and my headphones so I can watch a movie on the plane. I have to pee when I get in. I notice my flight's on a 2-hour delay. It was supposed to be something like 5 o'clock at night. Now it's going to be like 7 or 8 o'clock at night. It's ridiculous. So I walk in. I'm like, damn, I got to pee real quick. I walk into the bathroom, and there's about like 7 urinals and 7 stalls. The urinal line is 50 people deep. Ridiculous.
It's like a college football game lineup. Yeah, or
Because
concert. Yeah.
all flights are delayed, so this airport's packed. It's a small airport, so they have their main airport, and then they have this one, a small one next to it called like Hubbard or something like that. I was at the Hubbard one. Now it's tiny. So I see that the first stall's open, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go in here. Well, hell, I got 2 hours. Maybe I can just take a shit. So I walk in. It's this huge stall. It's got a cubby in it.
Why
I can
not?
hang stuff up. I'm
He
like,
puts a whole new meaning to bad Santa. You're in a Santa outfit talking about taking a deuce. I never thought of Santa ever pooping. He doesn't poop. There's a few people who did not poop. Certain religious people like Jesus and Santa.
Certain religions.
so I walk in and I hang up my bag and I sit down on the toilet and I start peeing in the toilet, like a normal guy does. You put it down in there and you start going.
He's drunk.
And
I know he's drunk. Go ahead.
all right. And
So you're urinating sitting down in a stall at the airport.
yeah, because I got 2 hours to kill. I mean, what else am I going to do? And I was like, all right, I'm going to grab my phone. I always keep my phone in my back left pocket. So, I let myself go hands-free, safe driver. And I grab my cell phone out of my back pocket, and I get to about right here, like nipple height. The cell phone shoots out of my hand like it's covered in grease. Next thing I know, I'm trying to like catch the phone as I'm juggling it in the air. It's going hand to hand to hand. As I'm doing so, I'm starting to lean back. My penis comes up out of the toilet. I am now pissing into my jeans.
Real pro. Oh my god.
So I'm like leaned back. Well, now I realize I'm pissing into my jeans, and I got a 2-hour delay and a 2 hour and 15-minute flight ahead of me. I mean, my boxers are soaked. But so I go back and I stop focusing on the phone. I let the phone hit the floor and I go to focus on myself and I over recorrect and pull back on throttle, get my own chest.
Just hitting all the spots. Okay, so
Then
this wasn't a woman. This is the story. Then.
Oh
This
no,
is-
I did it to myself.
Oh my god.
I can't believe I got suckered into that.
No, I thought we were going to get some hot story.
I tell some exotic story
Yeah,
about
yeah.
a pizza delivery girl that pees on me on a hockey table, air hockey, and then he does it to yourself. You do it to yourself.
Yeah, and then I finish. I like pick my phone up off the floor. Now I don't have to poop. I like get my jeans up.
Well, how'd you clean
I have
up?
this huge wet stain on the back.
Because it went through the jeans. Yeah.
Dude. So this is what I did because there's so many people. I walked all the way back out to the terminal with my butt against the wall. So no one could see it, just shimmying down the wall. And I walked all the way down 3 stores to see if they had any other pants because I checked all my clothes.
Oh, yeah. You've got no choice.
clothes.
You've got to walk into one of those golf shops and you've got to buy some Ashworth pants.
Yeah.
And
They
you
don't
got to
have
get a
it.
golf shirt.
Overpriced, yeah, for people,
overpriced.
yeah.
Yeah, you got
This
to
is
buy
the small airport. They don't have any. This isn't the big airport.
They don't have anything?
They have one shop, and all they're selling is Brett Favre gear, like Green Bay Packers and Minnesota Vikings.
Like
gear.
jerseys.
That's it. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, Vikings. It was.
Well, you could buy a
Back
long
then.
jersey and let it come down to your mid thigh, and then it covers your bottom.
Yeah, but they were like $125.
Well, you got to take a hit, son. You peed on yourself.
No, I just stood against the wall for 2 hours.
What
And then
happened when you got on the aircraft? Everybody's like, anybody smell carrots?
Yeah. Asparagus.
Dude, I got on that plane so fast, put my headphones on, and just pretended like nothing happened.
Did your brother know what you'd done?
I was flying solo.
Oh, it was just by yourself. Oh my God. That's the worst feeling. And then it actually starts. Did it dry out by the time you got home?
It was semi-dry, but here's the dumbest part. I get home, it's almost midnight. And like I said, we got to get up like 4 in the morning back then. Right, I did.
I do too. I just
Well,
take
it
my
was
time getting in.
$18 for me to take an Uber straight home. But I decided to be a cheap son of a bitch and take MARTA.
Well, you smelled like Marta.
I get up
Yeah,
to
you
the
blend in.
I get up to the MARTA track, train's on a 40-minute delay. So now I got another 40 minutes delayed. Then I finally get home. Then when I get home, it's a mile walk to my place. Well, I'm not walking a mile now because it's past midnight. I call up Uber. It was $11 to get a mile home. I
saved $7.
No, and then I also paid $2.50 for the MARTA ticket. So I saved like $4.50 to sit in pee pants for like 6 hours.
Dude, I bet your poor little scrotum was all shriveled.
Ugh.
That's horrible.
My God, what is wrong with you?
Good point. Good point. Well, thank you for that one, Santa Brett.
Yeah, that was revealing.
What else you got in your little Santa bag over there?
So I had an idea for a gender reveal that could get me out of the anal beads.
He's looking
Okay.
for any out. Yeah.
And again, right now, we're going to find out, I guess in the next few weeks. I don't know whether to probably do it after New Year's, not to rush it on the holidays, but we're going to find out whether we're having a boy or a girl. And obviously, it's either blue or pink. Then I started thinking, is that fair to the child based on the new frontier? You know, the people that Tyler Maynard hangs out with.
God, I don't agree with letting the
don't?
child gender themselves. Yeah.
Do I do purple and let the child decide what he is or she is?
No.
I agree. I live in a different world. It's a boy or a girl, damn it. Okay, now that I said that. So I've got to have blue dust or pink dust. And I'm like pulling out. I wanted something rare. And if we did it on the show and popped you with some anal beads as a joke, I thought we had something. And then blue dust explodes and you got that look on your face. And instantly we go viral. Probably not in the best of ways, but this show kicks. Spikes.
So this was my idea. My idea was we could go viral. You know, just more so be you. We have you hit a baseball. One, I don't think you can hit a baseball, but we have it pitched by John Rocker, and John Rocker throw high tighten inside on you.
So you want Rocker to bean me
Basically, yeah.
with a ball. And when it hits me,
It explodes right in your face.
honestly, I'd do that. I'd let ball game throw at me. We actually took a producer, kind of like yourself back in the day. His name was Kevin Green, and we wrapped him in bubble wrap, and we started doing things to him. So I let Patrick Kearney, who played for the Falcons, tackle him in bubble wrap, and we let Rocker throw at him dressed in bubble wrap just to see. Rocker misses him. This is probably 4 years after he'd quit, 3 years, somewhere in there. The ball gets stuck in the sheetrock. I mean, literally halfway in the sheetrock, in the wall. Coolest thing I ever saw. The ball's just stuck. You know how like occasionally you see a tennis ball get stuck in a fence? Stuck in sheetrock. I mean, I was like impressed as hell. So I had Rocker sign it, and we left it in the sheetrock. Coolest thing in the radio station is some douchey person pushed it in, and then it went down in the wall. Oh. Lost feather. But yeah, I'd let John do that. Because it's not going to be a real baseball. It's not like it's going to hurt real bad. It's got to be an exploding ball.
Right. It'll have some give. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll have a little give, right? I like that. So far, so good. You might be off the anal bead presentation.
Okay, then this one came from one of my buddies.
Oh, you got another one.
They told me your wife wants you to hit a golf ball, but you think that's lame.
I do. We live off a golf course, and I love golf, even though I don't get to play anymore because I'm on current babysitting duty. It's not babysitting. I know it's my son. All right, watch my son. But it's convenient just to go take my driver and hit a ball. But it's easy, and everybody does it.
This person said you should hit an exploding golf ball that's on a long tee sticking out of my butt crack.
Oh, that's combining the two ideas. There we go.
Hold on.
That's what they said. That was.
I would totally do that.
If
That
you
is a
miss
deal.
and hit my butt,
I won't.
We are gonna have a problem.
I'm not gonna have a problem. There's no way. I'm not gonna hit your cheeks. I will hit the ball. I will hit the ball. And you don't even have to have it like in the rectum, just between your tight cheeks. Just between the crack. I'm not asking you to do anything perverted. This will get you off the anal beads. So far, so good. Man, those are two great
Yeah,
ideas.
keep them coming.
Wow.
Those are the only ones I have right now. If anybody else wants to write some in, anything to get rid of anal beads, I'll let him hit a golf ball out of my ass.
I just thought that would be a first. I don't even know if that's ever been done before.
What?
The beads.
I don't.
Especially to a heterosexual man.
Yeah. It might have been done in some strip club or
Yeah, it may have been done in a strip. Of course, it's been done in a strip club. My God, I've
Not
seen
maybe, yeah.
I saw a woman one time shoot 9 ping pong balls. I'm like, where did they come from? But
It's like a Nerf gun.
yeah, you as a hetero man, I really. There's a lot of things about you, but you don't have a gay bone in your body. You just don't. You're just a good old boy. But to put you in that position, hilarious. The
The
awkwardness.
more
of it.
straight you are, the more funny it is. Yeah.
It is. You take the straightest guy in the world. It'd be like pulling beads out of Clint Eastwood's butt.
John Wayne. Yeah.
Or John Wayne.
Did you just compare me to John Wayne and Clint Eastwood?
Hey, yeah.
By the way, two men I totally love. I am all about Clint Eastwood America and John Wayne
no
America.
disrespect.
No disrespect. Now, I'm just talking about that's the ultimate in masculinity. You're still, and I say this to a man, rubbing an ice cube on his chest.
Feels so good.
Well, we're getting close to the close.
All right,
because-
the last one I wanted to ask you.
By the way, I want to thank you for this button. Vote for Steve. I dig it.
I'd vote
You're
for
so
Steve.
sweet. There's something special about you, Brett Barney. And you too over there, Maynard.
Thanks, buddy.
You know, I tell you right now, my baby boy, he just is glad he's a part of things down there. And he is trying so hard.
That's so true.
He writes notes down at the intersections on his way back to Athens.
Well, that's not safe.
No.
I said at intersections when he stopped.
You didn't say stop.
Well, he stopped at red
As I'm
light.
passing through him.
Yeah. Intersection, grab the pen.
Get the pen.
It's a standing green. Who gives a shit?
That's where my best ideas come.
Once again, I want to thank Oxygen Financial. Go to oxygenfinancial.net. Ask for Ted Jenkins. And this new space is incredible. The wall is green, but this is the last show. Am I correct? It's going to be green, but I got to tell you, it's great for the Christmas look over here with
it
Brett
does
Barney.
red and green. Yeah, exactly.
But from now on, we're going to be able to put sponsors' names back here and things that we're talking about, videos and
Yeah, you
and
can
things
fly
like
through the clouds, whatever you want to do.
So if Brett and I all of a sudden want to hang glide together, we can make that happen.
We'll make it happen.
This show's going to be huge.
I saw,
2020 is going to be freaking rock star.
gonna be huge.
Huge.
I saw that before I left the office. We got our email about our company Christmas party coming up. Did you see that?
I did see the company Christmas party. I'm in a tight spot on that one because I'm a participator of company Christmas parties. But they're doing it right before we're supposed to do on Bailey and Southside. We're doing the the Star Wars movie sneak preview thing that Thursday night. So I'm supposed to be dressed as a Chewbacca, and at that, wouldn't you imagine? Oh, let's let the tall guy be Chewbacca. Great, but I have to be at that.
It's actually funnier if you make the small guy Chewbacca.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
And
And then the tall guy's Yoda.
I could be the tallest Jawa ever.
I don't know what that is.
You know
Those are the ones in the robes or whatever, yeah.
They have the real bad guns. They got the black face, like they don't have a face. It's got two electronic eyes.
That'll be you.
So no, that's what I have that night. So I have to leave at 9. I don't even know what time the Christmas party starts.
It's like 7 to 11, I think.
See, that puts me in a tight spot. Am I a company man or a show man? Tough spot to be in.
Well, give me some do's and don'ts to company Christmas parties.
First off, once you're drunk, do not talk to upper management.
That's a good one.
I feel like that's the key time to talk to upper management.
No, once you're
Fucking right.
what you're drinking, what you want to do is get a feel for their personalities if you haven't been around. So when upper management's talking to like 4 or 5 people, be the number 6 or 7 or 8th dude in the giant circle, with or without your date. I'm sure you'll be dateless because you broke up with your girlfriend. You're done right now. You're done right now. So just stand there, get a feel for that individual, and then when you get a chance, try to say something funny or something cool. And you should know the lay of the land because you've heard him talk. A lot of people don't know their managers real well outside of the workplace. This gives you an idea. He may even release some info you didn't know, like maybe he loves badminton or something like that. And you go, I remember the first time I played badminton, man, I took a birdie and I shoved it in my brother's nose. I don't know. I'm giving you a horrible example.
I'll shuttle your cock.
Yeah, cock shuttler. So whatever. But you learn about the guy. But this is the time that you've got to have a conversation with the boss and the second in command, and you need to make an impression. You really do. That from a management standpoint, you need to talk to him. But when you start to get slurry, it's okay if your boss is slurry. But if he's sober because he's being smart, and you get drunk, now you're looking really pretty bad, to be honest with you. But it is a good excuse though to go mess around with one of the females in the office and hit on some people. If you can tell they're drunk, and it's getting a drink for somebody, let's get a drink for somebody, and you need to participate in some kind of like swap and spit shot. And the Arizona lick is perfect.
What's that?
You walk up and you tell them, let's take a shot of tequila. Everybody's like, oh, damn, we're doing tequila. Oh, damn, everything's changing now. Everybody's got those one-liners. Man, that's not a liquor, that's a drug.
Right.
So you hear all the one-liners, Oh, yeah, man, they're doing tequila, man. It's all that Brett Barney ain't going to be at work for a year. So all that kind of fun stuff. Everybody talks. When the tequila shows up, she gets a shot, you get a shot. Obviously, you're paying. Or hopefully if our company's
Drink tickets.
Yeah, exactly.
drink tickets.
Open bar.
So take the salt, instead of putting the salt on the glass or the lime on the glass where they can suck it, what you do is you take the salt and you dab it. Don't use your saliva. You can you can lick their neck if you're dating them, but if you're not, you can't. Take some water or whatever and just wet their neck a little bit and then pour some salt on your wet fingers and put the salt on their neck. And then do the same thing to yourself. Don't make her do it to you. You do it. Then you take the lime and hand her the lime and go, this is the Arizona lick. You have to lick my neck to get the salt. And then the lime. All you got to do is kiss me to get the lime after you drink the shot. And it's the funniest thing in the world. And girls that are wasted will do it. Say, lick your neck. And everybody around, ooh, oh dear. You know, and they lick. Maybe they'll spend a little quality time. They do the shot of tequila. And then it burns girls. So they get a little sloppy. So they come in, and they don't have to, like, swap spit with you, but it can happen. But they have to come. You're holding the lime like this, where they have to come in and bite on it at your lips. And it's just a fun way to possibly get a first kiss started.
Little icebreaker, yeah.
Icebreaker drink.
With a coworker.
With a coworker, but you got to make sure it's somebody you're attracted to and they're attracted to. Make sure everybody's single. Don't go, messing with a married woman by any means ever. Yeah. And don't mess with somebody in a serious relationship, especially if they're there, ever.
Maybe if your cubicles are right next to each other, maybe avoid that. You never know.
Exactly.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, but a single girl, somebody's just having some fun. And just do that little moment in the Arizona lick, and everybody looks at you like, that's a wild dude. It's got a little bit of game. It's not tacky. It's almost like he's got a little bit of game. And it also tossed in, it's something we used to do in college. Now you're the college guy. Most people are college guys, but you know what I'm saying. Right. You're not a complete loser. But I'm just helping you with a social drink. So it's a time, many times I went with a date to our Christmas party at 96 Rock. I took her home. We weren't at that point, so we had a little kissy kiss. And then there was a girl that was a sales girl that I had done some bad things with at work in a studio, sales girl. It's just so wrong. They love it. Or the staircase. Did a lot of that kind of stuff. Just the heavy makeouts. I call her. She's gotten rid of her date. I've gotten rid of my date. I went to her house and things got crazy. And nobody at that Christmas party ever would have put the two of us together, figured it out. We both had dates. We both had kissed our dates at the party, and we're eyeballing each other and called each other like 30 minutes later, and we're hooking up.
That's the best way to avoid all the rumors. Oh, they walked out together and all that.
You never would have thought it. And we got away with it, and to this day, nobody knows.
That's hilarious.
Nobody knows. You got to be willing to take a lot of your conquest to your grave. That's the other thing. You can't brag about it with the boys. You got to be cool. You got to be cool. Every once in a while, you just can't say anything. You'll hear
that makes it hotter, even. Just like not telling anybody. Yeah.
And you'll hear somebody talking around the office or something about a girl, and like, man, I'm trying, man. She's cool. I don't know. I heard she was going out, and you've already scored. And and you're in a situation where you just can't say a word, and you just got to take it to your grave. Can never tell anybody. It's the best. So it's a time to make power moves on chicks, and it's a time to impress upper management. That's what Christmas parties are for. And if you can, win one door prize because it's cool to take something home free from the company. That's always a score.
Even if it's a few drinks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or even if it's the drinks. You have to go. Anybody that doesn't go to the Christmas party, you kind of put yourself in a bad light. Unless you're a major player, then you can get away with it. But when you're working your way up the ladder, you got to participate. You're a yes man. Always be a team player. It's a good quality. I feel like I've been serious with you today, Brett Barney. And
good advice.
The whole time I'm talking to him, he's rubbing that ice cube on his chest.
Booze and blood work, baby.
I'm actually
booze and
that's
blood
his
work.
He's gonna get blood drawn every week just so he can get extra fucked up.
Yeah, I just want to tell everybody you've been watching the Yeah Come On show, and Brett Barney, who gave a lot of blood today to be tested for diseases. Really, I mean, to be honest,
he's being responsible. Yeah.
What did you do it for? Is it for our company insurance?
Yeah. But you don't have to do the tests, but they're covered, and if you can get them once a year, I assume that I should probably get tested once a year at the very least.
I overheard Brett at work telling a couple guys, "Is this your ticket to date other girls?" Where you're like, "Look, I'm clean." Yeah, show them the bill of health.
Clean bill of health.
I'm gonna frame it. I'll put it on this green screen. Screw up the whole thing.
It'll just be behind you all the time.
Yeah. Wait, that's the wrong side. Boom.
Yeah. I just want to tell you the shows will get crazier as the year goes on. Brett's challenge is to keep wearing the Santa suit. Mm-hmm. We thank you for watching us over the holidays. Hopefully we put you in the Christmas spirit. I apologize. There was a little air hockey pee talk. And
self pee talk.
And I'm not a bad guy, but when you end a relationship, sometimes a 10-year-old's involved.
Collateral damage.
Collateral damage, But everybody got home. And everybody got safe. Special thanks to Circle285.com. Get a quote from those guys if you aren't sure about your insurance. Go with a type A company. Do it for less. Thank you to Oxygen Financial and their brand new location right here in Alpharetta. 2 locations for Oxygen Financial, Alpharetta and Buckhead. Ted Jenkins is your man. That's who you ask for. Go to oxygenfinancial.net. To Brett Barney, Santa Claus. To Tyler Maynard, the on-again, off-again talent, whose mother, I love you so much, Tyler.
I'm going to see her right now.
I love you, Tyler. Come home to me. I'm Southside Steve. Thank you for watching and listening to the Yeah Come On Show.